Addison Rae has been named one of the greatest singers of all time. It seems Danielle Cohn has confirmed her real age in the midst of some drama. Tana Mojo clogged a $200,000 toilet. And of course, it's the return of Ryan's joke, right? And on top of that, we've got a brand new segment that I think we'll all enjoy. All this plus, there we are again on that little town street. You almost ran the red because you were looking over at me. Wind in my hair, I was there, I remember it all too well on this week's edition of YouTuber News, hosted by me, Benedict Townsend, and brought to you by PopBuzz, the only website that's available exclusively on Snapchat.
Why don't you send me some fun messages?
And that's Mahjong. Our first story. Addison Rae has been named one of the greatest singers of all time. Well, one of the greatest female singers of all time. Let's not go crazy. Let's not start saying things that are out of control. Now, this is according to noted music authority Barstool Sports. If anyone knows music, it's that Barstool. She's rounding out a top 10 list that includes some of the greatest heavy hitters of female singing. You got Mariah Carey at number 1. You got Whitney Houston second. And then it's JoJo, not JoJo Siwa, but JoJo. Then you got Lady Gaga, Aretha Franklin, Beyonce, Ashley Simpson, singing the chorus, Tina Turner, and Adele. And then Addison Rae. Now this has been, for some reason, controversial. People are going, what the hell? Why isn't Addison higher? And I have to agree with this because Addison has the pipes of, I would say, an angel. Whereas some of these other ladies, no offense, pipes of the devil. Lady Gaga's out here singing about being a monster and making telephone calls and swimming in the shallow end of a pool. That's not art. Whereas Addison's out here singing about all the things she sings about. Can you imagine the phone call? Nancy's there, acting coach and vocal coach at the funeral of the blimp tragedy that she narrowly avoided, but which claimed everyone she ever loved. The last thing she wants, as she looks at the giant blimp-shaped coffin, is to be distracted by any kind of A-list nonsense. Oh no. Beep. Hello? Hi, I can't talk right now. I'm very sad. Nancy, baby, it's me, Addison Rae. I got some great news for you. Oh, I forgot. It's Addison Rae. This ought to be good. Nancy, guess what? I've made it onto a top 10 list of the greatest singers. What the f*** are you talking about, Addison Rae? Your tutelage has paid off. You've done it again. Yes, I guess I have. This is the greatest day ever. Point is, well done to Addison Rae. Hopefully by next year, she'll be at numero 1. And she definitely wasn't put on that list as a troll to try and make that tweet go viral, which it immediately did and get a billion different quote tweets. And it's not like they know exactly what they're doing. It's not like you all fell for that. Our second story. It seems Danielle Cohn's real age may have been revealed. The controversial TikTok star has long been the center of speculation when it comes to her age, with many viewers convinced that she's younger than she's been claiming. Anyway, it turns out she was basically 12 years old this whole time. Well, at least she was when she started dating her ex-boyfriend Mikey Tua, according to Mikey Tua in a new interview. This would mean that she's only 15 years old now.
Why are you having a boyfriend when you're 12 years old?
I know. I didn't even know boys existed when I was 12 years old. Now, I know what you're thinking. This could just be nonsense that Mikey, who is 16 years old, by the way, so he's 1 year older than her, which is, you know, none of it's great, but at least he's not 55. This could all be nonsense that he's saying, you know, to be a little stinker and try and discredit his ex. Although I will say, lying about your ex being 12 when you started dating her is a weird move. Seems like a bit of an own goal if that isn't true. Don't really know why you would make that up. But in response to his interview, where he said this, on Instagram Live, Danielle said, quote, "The things he's saying are already kind of on the internet," which many are taking to be a kind of tacit confirmation that what he's saying is true, although I think it seems a lot more vague than that. She's just saying other people have already said that. I don't know if that necessarily means it's true, but I don't know, I'm erring on the side of she's more likely to be 15 than 50. That's the safest possible position you can take on this. Now, this will be the part of the show where Ryan would usually deliver us a delightful joke, and today is no different. Ryan? Well, it seems Ryan's come up a little short. No jokes this week. Well, luckily for Ryan, I've had to step in and actually come up with some content for this show, and that's never a good situation where I'm having to write new jokes. And that means it's time for a brand new segment. It's time for for a swift analysis. Yes, welcome to a Swift Analysis. This week, Taylor Swift released a brand new movie to YouTube.com. And when a big important video is posted to the site, it is the duty of all good content creators to watch it and then make a video with lots of red circles and red arrows where they explain all the hidden references that aren't hidden at all. So we're going to go through the All Too Well mini movie directed by Tay-Tay. Amber, I can see you reading ahead. That's not allowed. I need those laughs live. We're going to go through the All Too Well music video, and I'm going to point out, as a lifelong Swifter, where all the hidden references are. And we'll start with 246, where you can see the male character. He's wearing a watch. This is a reference to how Taylor wants you to watch this video. Next up, at 7:23, the characters are holding a newspaper. If you zoom in, you can see the headline says, quote, "I kissed a girl and I liked it," which is of course a reference to one of Taylor's biggest songs. Finally, at 12:21, you can see a certain famous red-haired lady. That's right, it's the Black Widow herself, Scarlett Johansson, from the Marvel movies. This has been a Swift Analysis. I knew it was content when I walked in. And finally, we do a lot of joking around, a lot of goofs, a lot of guffaws on this show, but sometimes it's nice to put away childish things, pull up our big boy pants, and talk about something that really f***ing matters, actually, because there is real news in this world, and there are people who are dying. Stop talking about, oh, Ryan's got a little joke, does he? Oh, ha ha ha. He thinks he's so funny. I'll tell you what's not funny, serious news. Anyway, Tana Mojo clogged a $200,000 toilet. Speaking on a podcast, which was recording on a boat for some reason, Tana was accused of clogging a very expensive toilet, which required the boat to be pulled out of the water to be fixed. Apparently the whole third floor of a yacht was flooded because she broke this toilet. Now, there's some contention among experts and UN representatives about whether the toilet itself cost $200,000 or the extent of the damage done was $200,000, because they had to lift the boat out of the water, which I imagine is not cheap, and also apparently refurbish quite a lot of the third floor. At the end of the day, if your yacht has a third floor, you can probably afford this. Maybe I'm just a pauper, but I don't associate yachts with multiple floors. I like to believe that it wasn't the damage done, it was the solid gold toilet that got damaged. Now, before you come up with any disgusting assertions, we don't know how she clogged it. It seems that maybe she just put too much toilet paper in there.
Isn't that the normal way of clogging it?
Yeah, but she may have clogged it simply with waste. But it seems she just put too much toilet paper down there. Maybe it's some kind of fun prank. And it broke the toilet in half. But Tana was quick to apologize. She was doing the interview in the world's most impractical bikini top. So I think they were on the yacht that she had broken when it came up. Makes sense that they would raise it. All in all, between the gas station thing last week and the $200 toilet, it's nice to see the rich are doing well. But with that, the content toilet of this episode has officially become clogged with great news, and so we must wrap up, take the show out of the water, and have it fixed. I'm Benedict Townsend, and this is YouTuber News, which airs every week on the YouTuber News YouTube channel and also on Snapchat Discover. If you haven't already, subscribe, you dingus. You can do it by hitting subscribe just down here, or by swiping up on the last snap of this story, which will be coming up in just a few seconds. Or if you really want to subscribe, just skip this and go and subscribe now, because I'm just going to be wrapping up the show. Also, make sure to check out the YouTuber News podcast this week, because a little character called Kat Warner, who you may know from Snapchat, was our guest, and we had a good old laugh. So if you want to hear some guffaws and chuckles, check out that episode wherever you get your podcast. Till next week, have a great week. Stay weak. And goodbye.